Do you deserve to win as a trader or do you deserve to lose? In this video, I will show you a few mindset tricks, a few mindset hacks that will help you get on the right path very, very quickly, and anyone can do them right away. So I talked about this in the past, and when it comes to approaching trading with the right mindset, asking yourself objectively, do you deserve to win, can make a very, very big difference. And you need to be honest with yourself, because in the end, no one really cares if you win or lose. And we are always very, very good at fooling ourselves. So let's be very honest. And there are a few questions that you need to ask yourself right now. How serious are you as a trader? Do you treat trading like a business, or do you just treat it like a hobby where you come home after work and you just look at your charts for maybe 30 or 60 minutes, you play some random trades, you hope that you get lucky somehow, but then you turn it off and you go to watch some Netflix or you go out drinking with your friends. Nothing wrong with that, but you need to understand that where you want to be in your future, and you need to take the actions in your present accordingly. Do you plan your trades, or do you take trades randomly? Do you journal all your trades, or don't you have a journal and you just keep forgetting your past lessons and you keep repeating your same mistakes? Are you a system hopper? Do you always change your system after maybe a few losing trades and you look for something new because you believe that it's just about the system, you just need to find a better system? Do you spend really time improving, which means analyzing your past trading data, looking for new edges? Do you treat it like a business where you really know your numbers, you really have a professional routine? Do you use consistent risk management, or you are more of a gambler? And this one you can answer very easily. Look at your broker account balance and your graph. And if you have a lot of zigzags, a lot of big up and downs, then your risk management is not good. Your risk management, when you look at any professional trader, you will see a smooth equity curve with small drawdowns, nothing erratic in there. Or do you try to get rich quick? And those are the questions you really need to ask yourself and answer them honestly. If you don't, you have zero chance of becoming a successful trader. It all really starts there. It's all about the mindset. It really is. You can give any trader the best trading strategy, but if he is not really professional about it, if he's not serious about it, he will ruin it. And that is just a fact. I have seen it in the past years. I've coached hundreds and hundreds of traders. And even though all have the same trading strategy and all get the same framework, there's a huge difference in how traders approach their trading, and it becomes obvious very, very quickly who is serious and who is there just to make a quick buck. And the ones who make a quick buck, they will answer those questions in a way where it becomes obvious that they don't deserve to win. So really, if you put in your time, if you put in your money in trading, really make sure that you approach it with the right mindset and with the seriousness that it deserves. Otherwise, you can just close your trading platform, forget about trading, and do something else, because you're not going to make it anyway. Another very important and very helpful mindset hack, which I use a lot, Moritz also used them, we talked about this in our masterclass in a different format, is that you imagine your future self. And you approach your present, you approach your daily activities, you make your daily actions based on how or where you want to see your future self in the future. And obviously, step one is that you need to be aware and you need to ask yourself, who is your future self? How does your life look like in 10 years? How do you look in 10 years? What is your mindset in 10 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? What character traits do you have? What's your routine like in the morning? How do you approach your day? What other activities do you have? What hobbies do you have? How do you take care of yourself, about your body, about your mind? How do you approach life in general? Do you read a lot, or are you not? Are you just coasting through life? What's your career like? How does your trading fit into this? What is your set of beliefs? And all of those things you need to answer. And once you have that, you have a pretty good understanding of what it is and where you want to see yourself in 10 years. And this is a great and such an inspiring and motivating exercise. I love to do that every now and then. And it really shows that Whatever you have right now is based on the actions and the decisions that you made in the past years. So the actions that you make now will determine where you will end up in 10 years. So really be conscious about where you want to take your life, because this is exactly where you want to end up. And then the next step obviously is that you approach your daily life in a way that will make sure that your future self, or that you will end up where you see your ideal future self. So ask yourself, whenever you take a decision, or whenever you make a decision, whenever you engage in an activity, whenever you do anything, always ask yourself, what would your future self say? When it comes to trading, he would probably say something like, be patient, build your account slowly, don't gamble, really learn one system instead of system hopping, have a long-term approach instead of being all over the place, be disciplined, skip X and do more of Y. This can be so many things, and I always ask myself, okay, do I really want to get drunk with my friends, or do I want to work on my trading, or do I want to go to a workout tomorrow morning and make sure that my future self is living in a good and healthy body? Obviously, sometimes you can slip and you can enjoy yourself, whatever this might be for you. But more often than not, you should take your actions and you should make your decisions based on where you want to see your future self end up. And this is a very important concept. You cannot only, and you should not only apply to your trading, but with anything in general. Maybe skip more of playing games and invest more in reading, in books, in working on your mindset, in working on yourself. Maybe skip and improve your diet a little bit. Skip the unhealthy food and go and take care of you in your gym or whatever it is. And feed your mind with positive ideas and positive messages instead of always just engaging unconsciously in negative activities and just coasting and stumbling through life. And I think this is a very fun exercise. And as I said, really understand that whatever you see around yourself right now, it is there, it is here because of the decisions and the actions that you took in the past. So whatever you do now, whatever you do tomorrow or later this afternoon, it will determine how your life is going to look like in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So really acknowledge that you have this power, that you are really the creator of whatever you want to have in your life. Whatever you want to have in your future, you can create it step by step by step. And this is so empowering, I think. And I hope that really you take my advice and my suggestion that take a moment, take a few minutes, take a piece of paper or a notepad and really imagine, what would your ideal future self look like? How does he look? How does he talk? How does he behave? In which body does he live? What is his mindset like? How does he engage with his friends? How does he engage with co-workers? How do you treat your trading? And all of those things. And then every day, try to make decisions as consciously as possible so that your actions really align with where you want to see your future self in. And then we can tie it back into the beginning where you ask yourself, do you deserve to win? Do you deserve to live your ideal future self life? And then you look at yourself objectively, yes, no. And if the answer is no, make better decisions. Write it down, put it on your whiteboard. I do have a whiteboard in my office where I have my short-term and my long-term goals. I write down my future self assessment there every few months. And it really is a good primer. And then during the day, you will always keep it in mind. Whatever you do, whatever action you do, you ask yourself, okay, what would my future self do? Like, what would the best decision be based on where I want to see myself in the future? And then step by step by step, you will improve your life slowly but steadily.